We live in an age where cynicism is like a sign of intelligence. Hope is like a carrot on a string for fools, we say. If you show hope, you're bombarded with evidence of doom by swaths of people just smart enough to recognize how fucked the world is, but not nearly smart enough to introduce any solutions. And don't think I'm acting superior here. I'm absolutely one of these people. A lot of times it really does feel like knowledge is a curse. The childlike curiosity I once cherished has only brought me dread. With every mystique I peel back about our societal systems, all I get is discovering that another thing I took for granted is just another way that fucks me. I could slip into alcoholism if I just tread along with learning further. Where do I go from here? What is my purpose? Where am I going? It's been roughly 8 years since I joined the edgy atheist club and rejected objective meaning. But these past 8 years of finding meaning in the void have left me with no greater wisdom than before. Can I just find things interesting, like an especially clever animal, until I die? Is that a waste of my life? Or is it a sign of a god complex that I, an animal, even think I could possibly be above that? I don't know. But where am I presently going today? I've been in community college for 3 years now, and I'm performing mediocrely at best. I know I need a degree to rise up from this white trash poverty trap hellhole, but it turns out that long-term goal isn't enough to motivate me beyond doing the bare minimum to a fault. Thanks to the internet, I've been really entertaining the idea of socialism lately, and I intellectually accept all of the various criticisms of capitalism. But, depressingly, I feel like if everyone on Earth was like me, conservatives would be fucking right. I'm not motivated by some sappy bullshit like contributing to my community. I barely talk to my IRL community. Fuck 'em. I'm a sensory animal that needs to be corralled by force. I'm an egoist to the fucking max. Any semblance of empathy I have is just tied to relieving the discomfort of guilt. Why do I feel guilt? By chance, I suppose. Guess I'm stuck with it for better or worse. Okay. I encountered an anonymous post earlier titled Shopping Cart Morality, which reads, "The shopping cart is the ultimate litmus test for whether a person is capable of self-governing. To return the shopping cart is an easy, convenient way, and one which we all recognize as the correct, appropriate thing to do. To return the shopping cart is objectively right. There are no situations other than dire emergencies in which a person is not able to return their cart. Simultaneously, it is not illegal to abandon your shopping cart. Therefore, the shopping cart presents itself as the apex example of whether a person will do what is right without being forced to do it. No one will punish you for not returning the shopping cart. No one will fine you or kill you for not returning the shopping cart. You gain nothing by returning the shopping cart. You must return the shopping cart out of the goodness of your own heart. You must return the shopping cart because it is the right thing to do, because it is correct. A person who is unable to do this is no better than an animal, an absolute savage who can only be made to do what is right by threatening them with a law and the force that stands behind it. The shopping cart is what determines whether a person is a good or bad member of society." Yeah. And I know this sounds fucking ridiculous and asinine, but reading that is the point where my sympathy for the political theory of anarchism began to run dry. because of people like me who've never returned the shopping cart in their entire fucking life. So enough about how much of a piece of shit I am. How does this relate to the topic of this video? Hope. Well, let's define hope more specifically. I'd define it as a belief that things will get better, or a framework of action that seeks to make things better, akin to optimistic thinking. Am I optimistic about the future? I know nobody likes a doomer. But are you kidding me? Absolutely fucking not. Okay, being 21 years old today, it seems like most of my adult life is going to be defined by a climate change problem that we refuse to deal with. The US's global influence seems to be fading. The leftist dream, right? Only to be replaced by something far worse. The influence of an equally capitalistic country without any of our similar regard for freedom of speech. Oh, but technology is advancing. I've always been a sucker for science. Soon we'll have human augmentation to make us stronger, smarter, and live longer. Only for the commodification of these augmentations to further widen inequality. Okay, soon we'll have self-driving cars. Just wait for human-driven cars to become illegal out of safety concerns. Until we have powers like corporations and the state deciding where we can drive. Okay, but stop. Let's not make this into an audition for Black Mirror, and let's get back to the point yet again. Why hope? Because those who oppress you don't want you to. You may think you're rising above the blissfully ignorant cattle by adopting cynicism, but without a positive direction, you're not accomplishing anything more than those you call fools, are you? Do I have a positive direction? No. I'll get back to you on it though. Thanks for listening.